Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Frazier and I'm a children's librarian at Enoch Pratt Free Library. Today I'm going to give you a very quick overview of a database that's called Gale in Context Elementary. It's one that we offer throughout the state, so it's available to every library system, which means that every family and every student can use it. It might be a part of your child's student portal as one of the apps that they can explore, but if it's not, I want to show you a pretty universal way to find it from your library's website. So today I'm using ours as an example, but if you're inside a different county, you can just look around for the search feature. When you find it, just make sure that you have searched the website selected, not the catalog or the calendar or anything else. So next we're going to type in Gale in Context Elementary. I've already searched, so it has it there. And then you might just want to look through the options that pop up. It might not be the first one that comes up. So for us, it's right here. And then your website is going to ask you to type in your library card number. As soon as I typed in my library card number, it brought me directly into the database. So now we can do some exploring of the main features here. So as you can see, it's very visual. So let's say your child has an animal project. You can go here to Animals, click on the pictures, and then you can choose the categories that you need. So let's say we have one on sharks. I can go here to Fish and Sea Creatures and look for a picture of a shark. Here we go. And then it's going to give me some quick facts about them, and then it's also going to show me all of this media. And what I love about it is that it tells children what kinds of media they're looking at. So you can see these sections here. They say book articles, news, magazines. It's a great way to introduce children to early research skills and information literacy because they can learn that not all information is the same. We can use things in different ways and they come from different places and for different purposes. So let's say we want to use a book article for our homework. I'm going to click on this one here. But what I want you to notice first is that there are these little indicators next to it with dots. And this shows you what reading level that material is on. So if I click here on level 2, you'll see that there's quite a bit of information here and that it's dense enough and complicated enough that it's for independent readers. So I would say that level 2 is for grades 3 through 5, roughly. But you can tab through each level and kind of find the one that's right for your child or your student. Level 2 comes with main ideas at the top and then gives you a lot of different information about behaviors. And then citations down here are at the bottom. So if you want students to write down where they found information, this is a great place to look for that. If you're an adult, you can ask your teacher how they want that written down for you. And then let's tab over to level 1 here and see how this changes. On a lot of these articles, you can tab back and forth between the two, and there's actually different information on each one. So even if you start out at level 2, sometimes looking at level 1 is still worthwhile. So level 1 differs, we can tell right away, because it has definitions at the top, different picture, and the information is not as lengthy here, but you still have your citation here at the bottom. Up here at the top, you can actually listen to this being read aloud, which is a great option for children to explore this independently. You can make the text bigger or smaller for visual impairments. You can also translate it. And then to print it out, there's a print button right up here at the top. Okay, let's go back home and say that we have a project on a Komodo dragon. So first let's go to animals, and then reptiles. But you'll see that Komodo dragon isn't here in the pictures. It's not one of the featured animals. So we can still, of course, do a search for Komodo dragons. And most of the time you'll still find results here. So even though it looks a little bit different, the information is still there. So there are some great magazine articles here. There are some pictures down here at the bottom. You can still tab through. the book articles in the same way that we did before. So this is a great place for kids to come and just learn about different things that they're interested in too. It doesn't have to just be homework because it's so visual and kid-friendly. I think that it's not terribly boring for them to just explore on their own just for fun also. I was definitely that kid who liked to search through CD-ROM encyclopedias, so something that nerd me would have liked as a kid. You can also click through the news. You can see that the news articles here come from Kids Post, which is an online kids newspaper. Pictures and videos, all of which have been vetted to make sure that they're child appropriate, so you don't have to worry about kids getting into anything that they're not ready for or that's inappropriate for them. And what I think is particularly helpful if your child has a biography maybe is going up here to browse topics. You can see, as opposed to clicking through pictures of people, they can find names this way. But for the most part, I think the children are going to want to look at pictures and decide that way instead. But I could see this being particularly helpful for biographies. And everyone, that is it. Those are the main features of this database. As you can see, it's pretty simple. But if you have questions or if you need more individualized help, please do reach out to a librarian at your local public library system. Most libraries are offering some kind of email or chat service right now during COVID. You can also give them a call and they'll direct you to the right person.